Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Alex with the WP Creators Club, and in this video I want to show you how to troubleshoot the error message with the Divi Multistep Contact Form that says make sure you fill out all required fields. And so I'm just going to run through this form here real quick and show you what I mean by that. It's an easy fix if you encounter this error. So this is just obviously a dummy form that I've made here, and I've got some placeholder content, 30. So you'll see that I filled out, and I'll just go back, I filled out all these fields. I've made a selection for all of them. And when I submit this, if I can do my math right, you'll see that it gives me this error. Make sure you fill in all required fields. And we did fill in all fields. What causes this is, by default, when you add a form step field, Divi makes it a required field by default. It didn't used to be this way in versions of Divi 3.2 and up. It wasn't necessarily a required field. We could override that. But ever since they redid the contact form to fight spam, and there were a couple other changes, these fields are required by default when you add them. So you want to make sure that you turn these off, these form steps, because there's not actually a field for somebody to enter a value in. So by default, if you leave these required, it will try to submit. It'll be a required field, but there will be no value. So you want to make sure for your actual form steps themselves, you set them all to be not required fields. And I think for this demo, I just had the first one set to required. Yeah. Your other fields, your normal fields here, you can set to required, not required, whatever you want to do, whatever makes sense for your form. But your actual form steps themselves, you want to make sure they are not required. So now that I've made this this change here, let me go ahead and save, and then I will reload the form on the front end and we'll give it another try here. So Divi's saving, it's doing its thing down here. And once it gives me the all clear checkmark guy, I'll go ahead and just refresh the form on the front end. There we go. All right, so let me go ahead and we will reload this page, and then I'll just run through this contact form real quick, and we'll see that everything should submit as expected. So Alex A. Brinkman at WP Creators Club. And 20, send this message. And you'll see that it has successfully sent. So just make sure that your step form or your form step fields are set to not be required. So, all right, that's all there is to it. Hope you guys found the video useful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy creating.